Charlemagne. Who was he? And what has he done? This is History Productions, and we will be answering your questions today. Hello, my name is Ronnie James Herring. I am the producer of History Productions. And today, in this video, I'm going to be telling you about Charlemagne. Now, who was Charlemagne? Full name, Charles the Great, or in French, also called Francois Charlemagne. Born April 2nd, 747, or 747, give or take. We don't know. It's a medieval both. That part doesn't really, matter. Died January 28, 1814, in modern Germany. He was the king of the Franks, then king of the Lombards, and finally crowned emperor of the Romans in 800 AD by Pope Leo III. You could say he was just a king of everyone. He was just a king. He saw a land, and apparently this dude ruled it. Think of a European country and there's a chance that Charlemagne owned it, or at least converted it. Now let's talk about the family tree. His father, Pippin the Sot, or Pepin. I'm not sure if it's pronounced Pippin or Pepin. Pippin is a character of, Lord of the Rings. I like the Lord of the Rings. I bet you do too. Unless you're not a nerd. And if you're not a nerd, why are you watching this? This is history. So do better. First officially crowned king of the Franks in 751 AD. That's right, we're using AD. Do you know why? Because I hate the new system. It's so stupid. Before Common Era, after Common Era. What's Common Era? I'll tell you what Common Era is. It's Christ's birth and death. And you know what? It's his death. Okay, Common Era is his death. So I'm going to use BC and AD. I'm also a Christian, so it gives me an excuse. Son of Charles Martel. That guy was literally the guy who hit people with hammers. Smash, smash. And you know what happens when you get hit by a hammer? I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure you die. Especially once they're riding a horse. His mother was Bertharda of Loin. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll just put it on the screen. Brother Carloman, who co-ruled with Charlemagne for a bit, then conveniently died in 771. Whoa, very convenient. And it allowed Charlemagne to take complete and utter control, which is pretty cool. His children, way too many, over 18 kids, and you know what? I'm not gonna count all of those kids. Because he had multiple wives and concubines. That's way too many to count. All you gotta know is his most famous son, Louis the Puis. I don't know, Charlemagne's only surviving legitimate son, who became the emperor. This is pretty dope. It is pretty dope to become an emperor. I don't think you're ever gonna argue against that. Imagine becoming your own emperor. That'd be pretty cool. Battles and wars. Bro was busy, like really busy. Charlemagne is basically in constant campaign mode. Just to highlight. Because this is kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie, because there's way too many. Your Saxon Wars, 772 through 1804. Fought 30 plus years to convert the pagan Saxons in modern-day Germany. Kinda deserved it though. Brutal. Thousands executed, like the Massacre of Verdun, 782. But, it ended with him Christianizing it. Pretty cool. The Lombard campaigns, 773 through 774. That's right. He fought two wars at the same time. He invaded northern Italy defeated their king, just boom, bada boom, just defeated him, and claimed the Lombard crown, and became the king of the Lombards and protector of the Pope. Pretty dope, because it's a Pope. Anyways, the Spanish campaign in 778. Okay, that's actually... yeah, there's 2 wars that have happened at the same time, and a third one which took... never mind. Tried to push into Muslim-controlled Iberia, Spain. It didn't work very well. It ended with absolute disaster. However, this became a legendary song called the Song of Roland. Epic poem, listen to it. Song of Roland. Roland. Why did I say Ronald? Who's Ronald? Like Ronald Reagan? No, like Roland. Roland, that's his name. Don't you forget it. He fought the Arval Wars in 788 through 803. Bro, dude had multiple wars going on at once. Crushed the Avars, a nomadic people in Central Europe, and took the Ring Fortress. Enormous loot, expanding his empire into what is now Austria and Hungary. The Bavarian campaign, 788, conquered and absorbed the Duchy of Bavaria, knocking out Duke Czesław III. What type of name is that? And you're gonna tell me 3 people are named that? Ay, ay, ay. 6th, the Slavic campaigns. So basically, he fought the Slavs. That's basically all you need to know. He tried to Christianize them. Just a bunch of campaigns in Slavic lands. Nothing really important happened. The coronation of the Holy Roman Empire. On Christmas Day, 800, while praying at St. Peter's Basilica, however you say that, Pope Leo III popped a crown on Charlemagne's head and proclaimed him Emperor of the Romans. Like, imagine just praying one day, and then all of a sudden the Pope's like, "You're the king." Like, thanks, but I was just praying, dude. This ticked off the Byzantine Empire, but let's be real. They're a joke. Who even likes the Byzantine Empire? I mean, come on. They had a woman ruler. And she wasn't even dope. I mean, she bulged her own son's eyes. This means to, damage the eyes like a hot piece of metal you're ramming into. Very, very, very violent. And it's also very, very bad. Well, but it's, revived the idea of a unified European empire under one empire, aka the Holy Roman Empire, the HRE, not the fake HRE, which is the Holy Russian Empire. Get out of here. Who likes the Holy Russian Empire but Russians? And I don't even know that many Russians that like the Holy Russian Empire. Like, come on, who even talks about them? Administration and legacy. Introduced, I can't say that, so I'm just gonna put it on screen. Pushed education reforms, I can't say that, I'm just gonna put it on screen again. Sponsored schools and scholars like the Alcon of York. Promoted Latin literacy, grammar and logic, even among some of the dumbest people, called nobles. Reorganized the church and local governments. Used missi domince, which means a roller invoice, to check on local accounts and enforce roller authority. And not count as in he counts 1, 2, 3. Count as in, they have money or whatever. The empire he built. Now this thing was friggin' massive. This thing is more massive than a president's ego. This thing is so massive, it makes a Roman Empire blush. Just listen to this. Modern France, Deutschland, Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, part of Italy, Switzerland, Spain, Hungary, and Czechia. What was that? Czechia, yeah. As in the Czech Republic, and that part in general. Because I'm not going to explain it. Just Czechia. At its height, it was the biggest Western European empire since, can you guess it? Rome. He died in 814 after a 47-year reign. Buried in his capital, his empire passed to Louis, his son. Then got split among his grandson like the Treaty of Verdun. In the Treaty of Verdun, 843. But to be fair, the Treaty of Verdun in World War I also split a lot of countries. Like, I don't know, it took away everything the Germans had and just, phew, there you go. Legacy, seen as the father of both France and Deutschland. Canonized unofficially, even though the Vatican later basically went, we're just gonna forget about that. His name lives on, literally. Like, Charles is still a very common name, which is what his name is in English. And also, Charlemagne, like, walk up to the average German or French person and be like, you like Charlemagne? The French person probably going to be like, it's Charlemagne, very good, see you later. And don't forget to subscribe.